When I was 15, a new family moved into our street, the Mans. At first, they seemed perfectly normal. Tom, the boy my age, ended up in my class. We became friends, walking to school together since we were neighbors. His dad worked at an office out of town. His mom stayed home with his little sister. It was all very typical. At least it seemed that way. The first time I noticed something odd was during a casual after-school game of kickball. Kurt kicked the ball too hard and it hurtled straight for the man's living room window. Tom's little sister was inside, so I flinched, expecting glass to shatter. But Tom moved, not jumped, not dove, he fluttered, like some impossible insect. His shoulders twitched as he rose unnaturally high, caught the ball mid-air, and landed gracefully on his feet. We all stared. Kurt broke the silence with a laugh. "What are you, a ninja NBA player?" Tom shrugged, grinning. It wasn't that high. "Here." He kicked the ball back and the game resumed. But I'd seen something. In the sun's glare, his face had shimmered, just for a moment, inhuman. Kurt caught my eye, he'd seen it too. Later, walking home, Kurt whispered, "They leave every night. Late. I see them drive off around 10 and they're never back by midnight." I brushed it off until Tom mentioned his dad wasn't working anymore. Something about an industrial strike. "We can't get to the site at night anymore," he muttered. "It's too dark. We need the lights." "What lights?" I asked, uneasy. Tom's face shimmered again, his eyes bulging, his mouth elongating. I gasped. The sound seemed to snap him back. He shook his head and walked away quickly. That night, I woke to a piercing cry. My parents rushed downstairs and I followed, stepping into the street. Everyone was outside, staring. Above us, the Mans hovered 15 feet in the air, illuminated by the harsh glow of a street lamp. Their butterfly-shaped wings flapped slowly as their distorted faces, bulging eyes and elongated mouths, stared, mesmerized by the light. Sophia screamed, "They're monsters!" The crowd erupted. Shouts rang out. "Call the police! Shoot them! Get them down!" Kurt and I pushed through to the lamp pole. "Leave them alone!" Kurt shouted. But the mob was restless. Someone shoved me. A punch landed on my cheek. I lashed out blindly, feeling blood on my knuckles. Then, as if the violence broke a spell, the Mans descended. Their wings flapped madly as they circled us once, then darted into their house. The crowd fell silent, staring after them. Slowly, we all dispersed. By morning, the Mans were gone. Their house was empty, and we never saw them again. But sometimes, on stormy nights, I look at the street lamp and wonder where they went, and what they truly were.